That man Bjorn Baker got a huge interest in the race. Show a Star coming off that good on-pace win last start. And he used to train Coolring too, of course, Mike, but those honours now with Joe Cleary.
Yeah, good old Joe Cleary coming straight back to Warwick Farm to take on Bjorn Baker's horse, and he could be a spoiler for him in the lead, couldn't he? So a good battle in the lead for these two horses, the ex-Bjorn Baker horse. Let's have a look at the way the third leg of the quaddie sets up. 1,600 metres, we're up to the mile now, third leg. A fair to steady tempo only, and it could be even steadier if Nat King Coo races at Canterbury on Friday, so watch out for that. Good three dry conditions, hot conditions at Warwick Farm. Be on your fifth or sixth beard by now. Fair to near pace bias is the forecast for Saturday. Across to the three key factors. We're playing weight in this race. There's one particular weight switch, an apprentice jockey changing horses that makes a big difference. Distance, which horses suit the mile, and stage of preparation, which horses are ready to peak. Let's have a look at this market now for the third leg of the quaddie, and it is Show a Star on top, looking to go back to back. A little bit of support there, $2.70 into $2.50 today on Thursday. Supply and demand, pretty much going the other way, $3.70 out to $3.80. TESTASHADOW there, really interesting runner at $5. More to gain fresh as well. Now Nat King Coo, also one to look out for, and as you said, might be running at Canterbury. So we'll have a look at the market there. They're the ones under $10, but Show a Star, Mike, a really good win last start. On top here to make it two up in Sydney. Yeah, he's a solid horse. Bjorn Baker's got him this preparation, obviously, and he's obviously going well for Bjorn Baker because he won second up. We're going to have a look at that replay. 1,500 metres, Rosehill Gardens. He's an on-pacer, he's a leader, so an uncomplicated type, I think Bjorn Baker called him, so he obviously likes the horse. He gets on pace, and Stu, he's just a solid horse, isn't he? Solid horse that doesn't give up. Gets challenged a little bit later here, but just love this sort of, love absorbing it and gives a little kick and just doesn't give up. I thought it was a great win. Yeah, tough. You've got to like horses like that if you're a punter. Each way specials every weekend. Look, he had Jean Van Overmeer on this day and obviously just beat New Universe with a weight pull. This is a big step up for him on Saturday. Okay, well, there's a look at one runner. Now, look, we've got Group 2 form in this race, Mike. We're talking about TESTASHADOW. We're going to take you back to the Villiers for this, and a lot of you are going to remember Kavitsa de Vaca. This horse just going mad out in front. So, look, if you can avoid that leading horse, do it. We're looking back. TESTASHADOW just coming wider here in the blue. Sticks on with a real bunch of them, and that's Interlocutor out wide as well. Yeah, the emotions that punters would feel watching this race, if you're in the leader, if you're on a chaser, who knows what's going to happen. The thing to say about this race is that TESTASHADOW is a genuine Group 2, Group 3 level miler. He's got Interlocutor on his outside. He's got Mr. Seawolf alongside him. They're all pretty similar horses in that bunch, but they're all better than most of the horses he races on Saturday. Oh, I love seeing replays like that. You're right, it does light up the track. I remember the punters there that day. They didn't know what was going on. Let's have a look now at this analysis, Mike. The form and then the key factors. Let's rip into it. Who's got all the form? Yeah, Show a Star. One last start, he gets the gold bar for form. TESTASHADOW, based on his recent 2,000 metre form, doesn't get a gold bar, but we'll correct for that in a second. Okay, Show a Star with the last start win out in front. As we get into the key factors, you mentioned weight, Mike. What is this factor? We are playing Jean Van Overmeer as a key factor. He jumps off Show a Star because he's too heavy. At 53 kilograms, he jumps on TESTASHADOW. That's a 6 kilogram swing. Light it up. Big double kicker there for TESTASHADOW to get the race started. What about distance? Yeah, the trainer had a go at 2,000 metres, 2,200 metres. TESTASHADOW isn't a stayer. He's a miler, so a big kicker for him back to that Group 2 level of the mile. Most of the other horses do like the mile as well, though. Wow, there's TESTASHADOW really kicking out in front. Quick stat there, more to gain. 2 wins, 2 seconds off 4 starts over the distance. Yeah, I mean, he loves 1,600 metres, but first up's a massive question. It's like Wink starting first up over 1,800, I think. All right, well, what about stage of prep? How are we going to round this race out? Yeah, it is the one risk for TESTASHADOW coming back from the Gold Coast. He's raced well coming back from 2,000 metres before, but it is a slight risk. Show a Star third up. You know he's going to run to a good mark. The TESTASHADOW beats the favourite. They're driving to the line together. Show a Star rallying there late. Let's see if it all pans out that way on the weekend as we have a look at this market now. And TESTASHADOW, there he is on top. Show a Star, $2.50, a real big gap back to third there, Mike. No love for supply and demand, but it really sounds as though you've zoomed in on these two throughout the whole key factors. TESTASHADOW, Show a Star. One's about that $5 mark, though. Yeah, supply and demand got beaten by Leopari last start, got beaten by a few lengths, so that's why we don't like him. Got to play TESTASHADOW, those odds, don't you, Stu? I mean, he's a great horse. If he shows up and produces that Group 2 level form, we think he just wins, and such a big gap back to third. No value bet for us. All right, so there it is, TESTASHADOW to round out the third leg of the quaddie at $5, putting some value in there.